Majo John Madden. In Mexico, they call me Juanito. And I am at the Haywood Respite Center in Asheville, North Carolina. And it's about 6:30 in the morning on Wednesday, the 25th of June of 2025. I want to do a video about what I call Kundalini energy release, or the principle that helps people to release tension and trauma. And there's some historical antecedents, that's a big word, historical roots of how I got here. 50 years ago, I did a dissertation in clinical psychology on relaxation techniques, especially something called the Jacobson progressive relaxation, which has been used. Many of you have experienced one or another form of it. It involves tightening and then releasing tension in your body, either part by part, starting with the arms, or all of it at once. I also have been a dancer since elementary school, and over the course of a long life have leaned further into dance practice. At several points in my life, I was surrounded by a dance posse of people who were taking it further and further, especially improvisational dance, moving in non-scripted ways. I also, for a very long time, was influenced by something called reevaluation peer counseling, which is a self-healing technique involving the release of emotional tension and stress. And two particular practices there that I've embodied. One is shaking, that if you discover some kind of shake wanting to happen in your body, going with that. Another one that's very, very healing is yawning and stretching, which is very similar to the Jacobson progressive relaxation. Oh, and then release. I also was affected by something called interplay, which is improvisational movement, storytelling, and song. And one mentor there once said to me, never stop moving. And that's what I do. In February of 2020, I was preparing a playlist for a dance benefit party. And for a month, I was just listening to music, trying out to see how does this music make me move. And shortly thereafter, I left Asheville and went up to the high mountains of western North Carolina and discovered that people would start accusing me of being drunk because I just don't hold my body stiff. It's always moving. So what it looks like to do this is just to use any of those triggers, any of those roots, shaking, yawning and stretching, tightening and releasing, and let your body just spontaneously start to move the way it wants to move. A cheat that I use, a little cheap trick, is smoking a cigarette. Always releases it. Almost always, if I let it happen. And it's happening more and more since I'm off the street. I spent 7 out of 10 days homeless on the street, very stressed, very traumatized. And this is day 6 at the respite center here. And every day I'm here, it gets stronger and stronger. So that's why I want to offer it now. So it helps to have a coach or a guide. It helps to have human touch. In reevaluation counseling, the base from which you started with your peer co-counselor was sitting knee to knee and holding hands. But if you get in touch with heavier trauma, you may want to actually be held in their arms. And then you just let it happen. Let it happen. Shaking, yawning and stretching, tightening and releasing. And for me, It can look like dancing, and it can be released by putting on good dance music. I really like David Bowie, American Woman, American Girl. American Girl is my premier dance song, but it could be most anything with a good beat that you like, that you respond to. And I encourage you to do it. My experience is that it heals everything. I always feel great. And the more I've been under stress, the more it happens, the more it wants to come out, if I can get safe enough to do it. It requires safety. I can help you with it, or you can just listen to this or watch this, or fundamentally just practice on your own. Find your way of getting into this release. Sighing is a great release. Can get you there. And I've been sighing a lot since I got here. Thank you.